Is your job killing you? This is for Black women in toxic jobs. This is Dr. Kamani, licensed clinical psychologist, and this is a sobering message, particularly after the news that we've received this past week of the passing of three Black women in high profile leadership positions. I will call their names in honor of them: Dr. JoAnne Epps, Temple University acting president; Attorney Linda Gordon Howard, congressional aide, law professor, and trustee; and Dr. Orintha T. Montague. I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly, president of Volunteer State Community College. So we've lost these powerful Black women in the past week, and we don't know the cause of death. However, I do want to talk about this because I have done previous videos in relation to ways that for us as Black women, how we are now dying at earlier ages and developing cardiovascular disease earlier. I will put that video in the description section of this video if you want to see the actual research. The American Heart Association has come out and talked about ways that external stresses, such as racism, sexism, other stresses in our lives, such as a toxic job, can impact our health. So I just wanted to come and talk to you about real talk in terms of the importance of us really being mindful of the stress in our lives, and that when we are at jobs and the jobs are stressing us out, we're starting to experience symptoms. In the video that I did yesterday with Lisa Bodden, who's also a therapist and a toxic job survivor, she made mention of the possibility that these Black women may have stayed in work environments to pave the way for other Black women. And I've heard of this with clients that I've worked with, in the sense that trying to stay and look out for other Black women to make the path easier for them. And we have to be mindful of that. While on the one hand, that's commendable, on the other hand, are we sacrificing ourselves for our jobs? And when we do that, then think about, is that job really worth it? Is it really worth our lives? And the importance, again, of being very mindful of the impact that being at that job is having on you. Please pay attention to signs that you are being overworked, that you're stressed out, that you're experiencing burnout. So some of those signs might be you are exhausted all the time. You do not really want to engage in any other activity because you constantly feel the need to do more work, in terms of maybe proving yourself or proving other people wrong, or even that fear that if you don't perform 180%, even though your colleagues might be performing like 60%, you might feel the need to perform 180% because the messages that we're often given as Black women, that we have to overproduce, overperform, because people really are, and many times, really looking at us and criticizing us and micromanaging us. So let us be mindful of, when we're in jobs, let us be mindful of the impact that that job is having on us physically and psychologically. And again, I want to give honor to these three powerful, brilliant Black women that we lost last week. And my hope is that we pay attention to this and that we see that stress can really affect us. So as I mentioned before, the research that I cited in the previous video, talking about ways that stress, oppression, toxic work environments, all these different things can impact us in a very negative way. So I invite us to really assess, when you take a moment, you're watching this video, maybe you need to look at the video when you are in a safe space or you're in a quiet space where you have the opportunity to self-reflect. And I invite you to self-reflect on the current state of your life and how much stress are you experiencing. So that's the one. Assess how much stress you're experiencing. You're going to have to pause and be honest with yourself to do that. So don't lie to yourself and say, oh, I got it, I'm good, all this other kind of stuff that we might say to other people. but we're really lying to ourselves. So again, I invite you to do a really brief exercise. Take a moment, pause, ask yourself, how am I really feeling? What is going on with me? So assess where you are in your life. And then if there are certain stresses in your life, we all got stress, but assess where are the sources of stress in your life? Where are they? Does it feel like some areas of your life are more stressful than others? And if so, let's look at what are the things maybe you can do to help decrease the stress. Or maybe if the environment is so toxic, it's so poisonous for you, it is hard for you to engage in anything to make the situation better because the whole system is toxic. If that is your situation, I invite you to be mindful of that and also start thinking about this environment is harming me. I am developing health issues. I am stressed out. I'm having difficulty sleeping. I'm exhausted. I don't want to be around other people. I'm cranky. I'm irritated with my family and friends because of that job. I'm constantly thinking about the job, having nightmares about the job. Those are just some brief things. And then physically, what's happening to you physically? So is your blood pressure going up? Are you developing blood pressure? What about your blood sugar? So all these different things. Are you overeating? Are you stress eating, emotional eating? I talked about that in my videos in terms of gaining a lot of weight, dealing with self-soothing behaviors at that toxic job. So really a self-assess to see where are you right now. And then once you do that, I invite you to look at all the stress in your life and evaluate what is contributing to the stress right now in your life. And if these are issues that, again, you see the whole system is poisonous, you see other people in the environment sick, unhappy, miserable, dreading going to work, I invite you to really evaluate or reevaluate if that's the space for you. And if it's not the space for you, if you have come to that realization that this job is harming you, is hurting you, no job is worth your life. You know, we really feel that we have that heavy pressure in terms of responsibility many times. But I want to stress to you, the self-preservation comes before anything else. You cannot help anyone else if you are not okay, if you're not here. So self-preservation is paramount. So remember that. And if you're in a toxic job and you are struggling right now and you are trying to figure out how to get out, or you don't know how to get out, but you know you need to because you know the job is killing you, it might be slowly killing you. So if you are in that space and you are ready to leave your toxic job, you need help with getting out, book a discovery call with me and we can talk about it. We can talk about where you are with your job, where you are in terms of your timeline of leaving, and we can come up with an exit plan. So once we're finished talking, you will have an exit plan. So if that is something that you want and you're recognizing this job is killing me, then I invite you to really evaluate how you are feeling, recognize the signs, and if you are having physical signs, please go to the medical doctor and get physical or get that checked out. Okay, and have boundaries in terms of time management. So please be mindful of bringing work home. Please be mindful of doing things on the weekend that are work related. Please be mindful of all these things. And I want to just say this is an honor of the Black women that we have lost this past week, in honor of them. And I'm sending condolences to their family and friends for the loss. And my hope is, again, Black women, as you are watching this video, that you are seeing what's happening and you are looking at research, and more importantly, you are looking at yourself and self-evaluating where you are in your life. If you are ready to make a change, but you're stuck, you don't know how to get out, but you want to get out, book a discovery call with me and we can talk about that. The link to that is in the description section of this video. And as I'm signing off, please take care of yourself, be mindful of the signs. Also, please look out for other Black women as much as you can. So it might be your friend, it might be family. Look out for other Black women because we are out here And many times we are experiencing extreme stress in these work environments. So let's look out for one another. As I'm talking on YouTube, sharing my journey, my healing journey, being very transparent with you that it is a healing process. Part of my healing is to share my healing journey with you. And as I'm healing, I'm reaching back and I'm trying to lift up as many Black women as I can to leave and heal from toxic jobs. So as I'm doing that, I'm also asking you to do that not only for yourself, but for other Black women. And you could do that by checking in with her, offering her words of support, sharing this video with her or my other videos, giving this video a thumbs up that you like it because it shares with YouTube the importance of showing this video to other Black women who might be in similar situations. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Please do so right now. You can just subscribe, you can click like, and you can share the video with at least 2 other Black women. So I'm signing off, and remember, please take good care of yourself. We need you. Take good care of yourself. Okay? Take care. Bye-bye.